The NBA postponed 5 games, total of 7 this season. NHL going to postpone 21 games slated for Monday through December 23rd. The NFL changed for the 4th time. The 4th time it's COVID policies. Now, you always run a risk here, right? You always run a risk when you talk about this and say, well, nobody wants anybody to die. Okay, let's just get that out there first. I mean, I'm not asking anybody to play, but it seems to me, if we are going to go by actual science, it seems to me that nobody's gotten sick in these leagues last year, the year before this year. I mean, since we've been going on here, everybody talks about, well, you're going to spread it. Everybody talks about, well, there's a super spread. Everybody talks about, well, if you play, you're going to die. You got big old guys running into each other in football and they're unmasked. Well, has it happened? And I understand where people say it only has to happen once. I do. I totally understand that. But the truth of the matter is it's not happened in any of these leagues. Steve Yzerman, legendary hockey player, and now he's the head of the Detroit Red Wings, says, what are we doing? Why are we testing players that aren't sick? Why are we testing players we're walking around testing everybody? I mean, I get it back, a year or two ago when we didn't know any better. We need to do that. I get it. I do. And if sports went off the air, it'd be fine. I mean, if people think that actually know, not that are politically motivated, not that are motivated by anything other than doing right and by the science, if we decided to say, hey, look, shut them down, then okay, fine, if that's what you think. But there has been a single player. I remember college basketball. Everybody was so, oh, my gosh, people are going to die. They're going to be hospitalized. We got these poor kids. Well, guess what? Not one player, not one, went to a hospital for COVID. Not one. Guess what? Players want to play. Now, does that override the science? Of course it doesn't override the science. And the reason I have to say that is because when you talk like this, the crazies on both sides come at you with, well, Dakich said players want to play, so we should just play. That's not what I'm saying. People act like, at least in sports, that it's such a burden to play, right? Oh, my God, college athletes, these poor unpaid, which is a bunch of crap to begin with. But again, it's a narrative that people believe. Unpaid labor. No, college players, even before the NIL, paid pretty well. At least I was back in 1985, not illegally, all legal. I didn't have to get up and work in a steel mill like my brother. But not one player, and this is what I go to, not one player in any of these leagues has gotten COVID from any of these things and been in a hospital. Yeah, people get COVID. Everybody's going to get COVID. You can make book on a couple of things. Number one, everybody at some point going to get COVID. Number two, they're coming for you. Everyone that looks like me, they're coming for you. You can make book on those two things. That's just the way the world works. If you have any success and you look like me, they are coming for you. Who's they? I don't know. You figure it out. But not one athlete has gone to the hospital. Not one. 99.7, what is it? 99.9, what is it? Survival rate? And if you want to have protocols, then stick to your protocols. Remember when everybody got tough? Remember when everybody said, hey, look, here's what we're doing. If you cause us to postpone a game, you're not getting paid. Well, they just postponed games. They moved it 2 days. Will somebody please explain to me what moving a game from Sunday to Monday night or from Saturday to Monday does? 2 days. What does it do? Is all of a sudden the world cleared up? Or is it just simply covering your ass? If you don't think that's all a lot of this is, covering your ass, and I don't know what to tell you. If you don't think whatever this is involving lawyers in high-rise buildings in New York, LA, wherever, Chicago, then you're out of your mind. That's all this is. That's all this is. And look, you got to cover your ass. But just tell us, bring it out. Let us know. Well, remember, you're not getting paid. You will not getting paid. You're not getting paid. I'm not paying you. We will not pay you, NFL players, if you cause us to lose a game. It's like you're a parent. You're a parent and you tell your kids, if you do that one more time, I swear I'm taking away your phone. The kid does it one more time, you don't take away his phone. I mean, if you're going to have rules, first off, have smart people make the rules so you never back yourself into a corner. Second, if you are going to have rules, then enforce the damn rules. Honest to God, I love watching football. But if it's the worst thing, if it's so horrible, if it's legitimately so freaking bad, then don't have the games. If going to a stadium is so bad, I was at 100,000 people in Alabama. Nobody had masks on for the Alabama-Tennessee game. I don't know. Did all of a sudden the entire city of Tuscaloosa and the surrounding area spike? The answer, no. Just do this. Can you just do this? Can you just tell us what's the real? Can you just tell us what's real? I don't need posturing. I don't need bullshit. Just tell us what's real. The American people can handle freaking real. But we hear all this bullshit about, well, this is a super spreader. This isn't. Oh, my God, you got to do this. Just tell us what's real. Hell, yesterday, CBS, I think it was CBS or Fox, whatever game I was watching, said, we're not going to show you this injury. Like, we can't handle it. Like, we can handle. Hey, look, here's the deal with COVID. It's the worst thing in the history of the world, or it's not what we made it out to be, or somewhere in the middle. I don't give a shit. Just tell us what's real. I get so tired. And then you got these people saying everything's about big pharma, and these people saying it's all about nothing. Hey, I don't know. I had COVID. It wasn't that big a deal. A friend of mine had COVID. He died. Did he die from other things? I don't know, but he was in shape. You're supposed to get vaccinated. Everybody got to get vaccinated. I had two people. My mother-in-law is literally 10 feet from me ahead. Her best friend passed away, blood clots, after getting the vaccine. Was it because of the vaccine? I don't know. But she never had freaking blood clots before. Just tell us what's real. Honest to God, I know people are fighting. Like Clay's been at the forefront of this and doing a hell of a job, at least trying to bring out what's real. That's all we ask. All this bullshit that people give us, all this bullshit that, hey, this is this is that. And everybody is a effing scientist. Everybody knows. I got my degree in Google Science because I can Google. I got my degree in WebMD. And then everybody became with Urban Meyer. Everybody became a psychologist. Horrible human being, needs to get his life right. Just shut them up. If leagues need to shut down for the greater good, shut them down. Guess what? The money will be there on the back end. If they don't, then stop this bullshit. That's all I got to say about it. It drives me nuts every day. And you know who's the worst? Adam Silver. You know why Adam Silver's the worst? Because Adam Silver can get away with anything that his sorry ass wants to get away with. Why? Because he is the number one commissioner that is absolutely on the right side of the media. Adam Silver walks around and every freaking guy, every woke-ass media guy genuflects at Adam Silver because he's so woke. He does up. Shut up. He's more full of shit than any of them. Adam Silver. Where's Adam Silver been? I haven't seen Adam Silver. I haven't seen Adam Silver saying nothing. Where's he been? Middle of all this. We're canceling games. We're doing this. This guy's asymptomatic. Hell, the dude, Kyrie Irving, and this is a win for all. What does Clay call them? Corona bros? This is a win for all of you. All of you. Kyrie Irving didn't get vaccinated. He joined the Nets 2 minutes later. He's in the protocol. You haven't slowed anything down. We haven't slowed anything down. Just give us what in the Sam hell is real. That's it. This one doesn't work, this vaccine. Don't just start telling us we got to get more and more and more. I believe in vaccines. I'm cool with vaccine. Friend of mine got COVID bad, ICU, days. Guess what? Doctor said if you didn't get vaccinated, you'd have been dead. Hell, I don't even know if that's what we're supposed to believe anymore. It's all bullshit. We're going to suspend guys. We're not going to suspend guys. You can't play. He can play. Shut up. I would like for one person, and it can't be our freaking president because he don't even know where the hell he is half the time. You're telling me in this entire country, there isn't one person that can be respected enough to sit down and shoot it straight with us that isn't influenced enough by whomever the hell they're influenced. Politics, race, big pharma, little pharma, my ass, whatever. You're telling me not one person in this country can stand in front of the American people and tell us what the hell is real. Fauci hasn't. You go back to Fauci. Hey, he said this, he said that, he said this, that. And then you look at Fauci's history and what's his ass? He's tied into all these things. Well, Dakich, I didn't listen to you to hear you need to listen to me. COVID every freaking day. And this is like the biggest health scare in our world, right? This is the biggest thing we've got going in terms of health now. It was AIDS back in the day. Before that, frankly, I was in college. Herpes was the big deal. Cancer is the biggest, sweeping across all of it. And these are all subsets, but the subset of COVID is huge. And not one freaking person, not one, in our entire world, in the United States, can't get on there and shoot us straight. What a bunch of bullshit that is. If I sat back and somebody said to me, hey, Dan, we're going to give you all the information, all of it, not the bullshit that you read from Jimmy Joe Sports Writer telling you to get masked, or the crazy liberal ass editor saying that you're a horse shit guy if you don't get masked. Not that, the real stuff. I'll sit down in front of you and I'll take whatever heat. You're right. Yes. That's my dog. Don't open the door. Oh. Jeez. Hey, North Carolina basketball. You embarrassed yourself. You embarrassed yourself. What a show. What a show we got here. North Carolina, you got the living hell beat out of you. You lost by 30 to Kentucky. 30. Remember when North Carolina was bitching, whining, and moaning about Bill Guthrie? I always say this. They started bitching, whining, and moaning about Roy Williams. I always say this. Be careful what you wish for. I say two things in sports. Be careful what you wish for. And winning ain't easy. Winning's a bitch. And frankly, North Carolina, be careful. You got embarrassed. You didn't hustle. Hell, even Dick Vitale was criticizing you on Twitter. That was awful. Ravens go for 2 again and fail. I got no problem with it. I got a problem with the play call. You know, every time, as soon as I saw the guy roll out, I told the lovely Lee Ross Dakich, LLRD, we call her, my wife, it ain't happening. As soon as you rolled out to the right. Second week in a row, John Harbaugh's gone for it. Second week in a row, he's had a bad play call. If I was John Harbaugh, I would say to John Harbaugh, hey, guys, look, I got to get a better play call. I'll tell my offensive coordinator, we got to get something in the middle of the field. If we're going to go for it, which they should, which is great, we got to get something in the middle of the field. We do. I like that he goes for it. I get that every whiny ass guy is bitching, but think about this. You're 2.5 yards from winning. That's it. As opposed to going to overtime, having to get a stop, hope the coin flip goes, all that, happy horse bleed. If the rules were the same in the NFL as they were in college, in terms of overtime, guys wouldn't go for it. So I guess it's good. But of course, in the NFL, we don't want guys touching each other. I mean, you can't have those college rules because the NFL, that would be too many plays. And if I'm going to make $30 million, I don't want plays.